Well, hello everyone, this is 102 back again, and today we are here with another review, and it is on a item I've wanted for a while now, and it is Trackmaster Lorenzo and Beppe from the new 2019 two-part special, Digs and Discoveries. So yeah, I finally got them. Oh, and just ignore the reason why I'm laughing is because the brothers are trying to ruin this review. So yeah. Oh great, they're coming. So I better stop. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get to looking at the box. So, of course, here is Lorenzo's promo picture. And then here it says, includes passenger coach. I don't think they really need to add that because the children can obviously see that. So yeah, and then in the corner it shows Thomas, Percy, and Nia. Yeah, Nia's starting to make her way into the boxes of everything, starting with last year. Anyway, we have some like artifact treasure map up here. And I should have told you this on like the Armored Thomas review, but like the dark blue has like rock detail on it. And it keeps going up to the top of the box, behind the Trackmaster logo. So either way, here's this picture here. And if you look closely, you know how people complain saying Beppe was not backwards and how he's backwards in every shot we've seen so far of the show? Well, look closely at this picture. You can see that Beppe is facing forwards. So, that means that Beppe sometimes faces forwards in the show. So that means this Trackmaster one is actually correct. So it really doesn't matter if it's forwards or backwards. So yeah. So Beppe does face forwards sometimes. And I have a theory. This picture is from the Untitled Opera episode. Because Thomas is there and he's like, "Hello, Lorenzo, I lost my voice." Anyway, onto the back of the box. It says, Lorenzo and Beppe, meet Lorenzo, one of Thomas's new Italian friends as seen on the show. He loves to search for artifacts and sing opera to his small passenger coach, Beppe. He owes a debt to Thomas, who saves him when he's trapped during a dig. Oh, and yes, before you ask, I have seen Digs and Discoveries. I watched it on YouTube when the Canada airing was on YouTube. And the other engines available are Armored Thomas, which are reviewed, Gina, who is still coming in the mail, and Lorenzo and Beppe, which is the one we're looking at right now. And on this side shows the promo again. Oh yeah, it says Digs and Discoveries. But either way, let's get to unboxing this thing. Alright, fresh unboxing. Let's get him out. Also, I got Lorenzo and Beppe in the mail yesterday. Alrighty, he's coming out. Here's the instructions. We'll look at those in a moment. Goodbye, box. Alright, come on out, Lorenzo. Goodbye, inner packaging. Anyway, now that we got Lorenzo out of the box, let's look at the instructions. So, yeah, they're just your average, normal, ordinary instructions. Nothing special. So, you know what we do? We do this. Goodbye. Alrighty, now let's take a look at Lorenzo, starting with the front of him. So yeah, this is like the main part of Lorenzo, and it's actually really cool actually. So like, his face, he has a mustache. Sadly his buffers aren't painted, but yeah, that's Mattel logic. They're probably only gonna do buffers on the push-alongs. And then you're probably wondering, where's his funnel? Well, it's actually back here, and he has two funnels. So yeah, Merwin is kind of, I said Merwin, I meant Lorenzo is kind of like an experimental engine, kind of like Merwin. And Lorenzo and Merwin actually have some similarities in their models. Like right here, he has like a bump in his cab roof, and like this area here. See, I actually have Merwin with me right here. See, look how similar these are. They have like a bump in the roof of their cab, both of them. Their cabs look very similar because like they have a window back here, and then they both have like more than one funnel. Merwin has 3, Lorenzo has 2, but Merwin's are placed in a normal spot. And yeah, I wonder if Mattel could do this idea, make an episode with Merwin and Lorenzo. I doubt it will happen, but it's just a suggestion. I feel like these two could make good buddies together. I feel like it could happen. The two could meet and they could tell about their adventures and whatever. Anyway, back to Lorenzo. He has like pistons and things. Some of them aren't detailed. I think this is his dome. Don't know what that is. Maybe it's his whistle. Or maybe that's his whistle. And then on right here, here's his nameplate. It says Lorenzo. And we also have a treble clef. So yeah, Lorenzo is a tenor singer. And on the opposite side, this is where the disaster comes in. Look at the treble clef. Seriously, Mattel? You make it backwards? You literally flip it? This is not fair. This is disaster. And you know what this calls for? This calls for Mattel to go to their doom. So either way, with that out of the way, that's like the only problem with the front of Lorenzo. Every other thing about Lorenzo about the front of him is actually really good. Yeah, every other thing about it is like literally accurate to the front and the actual show. So either way, let's pop some batteries into Lorenzo. Alright, so let's unscrew him. I'm not even doing it. Okay, let's see. Nope, not yet. There we go. Shell's off. Still, I have no idea what that symbol is for. Can anyone tell me what that symbol means? Anyway, I'll get 2 batteries now. Okay, so I've got 2 AAAs now. And I'll just pop the cover back on. Wait, see if he runs. Yep, he runs. Screw his cover back on. And there we go. And he runs like a charm. And with that, we'll move on to the next part of this pack, which is his tender. So yeah, first off, there are a few problems with this thing. 1, his tender's backwards. 2, the lining is in the wrong spot. And yeah, that's like the only problems with it. See, if we like line it up here, look, the lining is completely off. It should be equalized with this. And it should also be like this. But then it kind of makes it higher than the cab, so that's kind of unrealistic. But still, the tender lining is off. And yeah, that's like the huge problem with it. So either way, now back to looking at the tender. He has rivets here all over his lining, which makes it look like a piece of music. If this is an actual song, let me know, because see if you can play it. I'll actually like hold it still, and if you can play it, make a video of it. So yeah. Anyway, here's the front or the back, whatever you want to call it. If you want it to look like the Trackmaster one, I'm calling it the front. Either way, here's the front. It's just plain nothing. On the other side, it's exactly the same. Maybe you're supposed to play it like this, where you go up. Or maybe you're supposed to play this bit first, and then you play it again, but reversed. So yeah, there you go. And then here's the back. Plain old nothing. And here's the top. Also, I don't think these weird blue things were actually on his TV series CGI model. I don't know what they are, but and then here's his coal. And yeah. And of course he has that coupling and geared wheels. But yeah, it's Mattel. Anyway, now let's look at Beppe, who is Lorenzo's little singing buddy. So yeah, first off, this is like the size of Pepe is actually accurate to the TV show. For once, the small design of Trackmaster coaches is actually accurate to the TV show. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get to looking at him. So here's his side. It's all printed material, and he has like some sort of symbol there. And there's his nameplate. It says Pepe, and he has like banners here. And here's his front. He has his face. And it's actually from the CGI model, but it's not 3D. RIP. And right here's the other side. It says Pepe. Has the symbol and the door. And then here's the back. And yeah, it has that coupling and the geared wheels. And yeah, I actually think Pepe is kind of cool, and his roof is just plain black. So yeah, that was Pepe. And yeah, Trackmaster actually decided to make it based off the one shot that's in the promo pic. But either way, not the promo pic, but the episode clip. If he's actually facing forwards in the Untitled Opera episode, then I can take the nitpick away that Pepe is facing forwards. So here is Lorenzo as a whole. So what are my final thoughts on this model? It's pretty good. The problems with it are that the tender's backwards and that this treble clef is literally reversed. This is like the worst thing ever, and it's like that on every Lorenzo. It's terrible, I know. I wonder if it's like that in the actual show, because if it's like that in the actual show, the animators did something done wrong. But either way, what are my final thoughts on this? I'd give it like a 8.5 out of 10. If it was like perfect, I'd give it like a perfect 10 out of 10, but like the flaws are like the tender lining, and that treble clef. But yeah, now that we've got the review out of the way, let's give him a run, along with Armored Thomas and the characters from the Hard at Work 4-pack. Alright, Lorenzo and Beppe will take off in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. This is what happened off screen. And there was your run, folks. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And tell me in the comments what you guys think of Lorenzo and Beppe. And I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be the comeback trailer for Thomas's Trackmaster Adventure Season 3, because I am working on the episodes again. I've got episode 3 and 4 filmed. I got episode 3 filmed back in like July. Yeah, I got episode 3 filmed back in July, and I recently filmed episode 4. So yeah, I'm gonna write episode 5, and I'll try and get Gina Star 180 to record his lines, and then I'll send everyone their lines for episode 4, and yeah. Anyway, this is Hunter Tatum. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. I'll see you in the next video.